Jeremy Fisher right there. Anyway, there it was, across the 1,000 kilometer mark on my little bike computer when I got to Coburg, Ontario. Anyone know Coburg, Ontario?
Yeah.
Nobody came from there today, I presume. And so sure enough, I pull out my phone, I start writing a tweet about how I've just ridden 1,000 kilometers around. Never had Twitter when I rode 7,600 kilometers across the country, but now that I got Twitter and 1,000 kilometers under my belt, I decided to compose a tweet about it, which takes me about 20 minutes to do. And sitting there poking my thumbs at the phone, and then I look up and a guy's coming over the crest of the hill in front of me pushing a jogger down the side of the highway. I think, well, this is interesting. He gets a little closer, he's got a big smile on his face. He goes, "Hey, what are you doing out here?" I said, "Well, I am riding my bicycle 1,000 kilometers around Ontario playing music for people." He goes, "That's amazing." I say, "I know. I'm writing a tweet about it. You should see the tweet I wrote. It's also pretty amazing. What are you doing out here?" And he says, 11 years ago, I quit my job in Montreal and I started walking around the world. I'm 5 days away from home. And it's a true story. The guy's name is Jean Beliveau, like the hockey player, but a different guy. Had a midlife crisis, quit his job, and started walking around the world to try and promote world peace. And he had to run into me at the exact moment that I was bragging on the internet about how I'd ridden my bike 1,000 kilometers. So, needless to say, I was too sheepish to send that out to the world. Then we got to talking. He was a nice guy. My aunt and uncle live in Brighton, Ontario, just down the road. I said, "Do you by chance need a place to stay tonight?"
Far away
So,
here?
yeah, I do. So I call up my aunt, Jennifer, and get her on the phone. My uncle Al is a former RCMP officer, and I can hear him in the background when I lay out this. I'm like, "Yeah, I met this guy that's pushing a jogger down the side of the road. He just walked around the planet Earth for the last 11 years and needs a place to stay tonight." And Al's in the background going, "You tell Jeremy the only hippie allowed to stay on our couch is him." Northwest winters are cold and rainy. In this old house up Beacon Hill, you know there's days we want to roll out of here. When the weather clears, we probably will. We don't take nothing for granted. Don't take nothing from no one.